Today, we become legends.
Okay, Hi-Res, I get it. Ravana is meant to be invulnerable against gods and demons in the lore, but did you really have to take that literally and make him actually unkillable in Game 2? Fun fact, since he was changed from warrior to assassin in 2018, Ravana has never been nerfed, not once. This is most evident in his passive, where his health shield went from a nice little bonus that let you absorb some damage from time to time, into some superhero bullshit where attacks just bounce off of him like he's made of fucking diamondylium. This shield went from 15% max health and only stacking from basic attacks to 27% max health, almost double, stacking from all of his abilities, which is honestly insane when he's fighting in solo in the minion wave, and giving up to 9% movement speed, just in case his 2's complete immunity and giant leap ultimate weren't enough to run you down in the backline. I mean, seriously, whose idea was it to buff the shield in 10.6? Ravan was doing fine, he wasn't insane and he wasn't garbage. He uses a ton of the newer items really well, especially Pribwin, which by the way stacks with his passive health shield because fuck you Nike mains. With a full tank build, which is of course the reason Ravan is broken right now from solo, the passive shield alone can easily be over 800, even more if you have a lot of health in your build. So when a fight initiates and Ravan's had a chance to stack up that passive beforehand, you're effectively fighting an assassin with all the backline dive qualities they're known for, but that assassin has the largest health pool in the entire game by a long shot. Who thought this would be okay? And even when you actually beat through that 800 plus health shield, since it stacks so easily, Ravan is constantly getting 200 to 300 health shields periodically throughout the fight, which in this lower burst damage meta we're in can be half of an ability in the late game that he just says no to from his free passive. But of course, if immuning half an ability for free doesn't float your boat, you can just press 2 and immune the entire ability, including any CC, and have some burst movement speed to boot. Ravan's 2 is honestly one of the best abilities in the entire game, and really doesn't belong on an assassin, but it's even worse when it's on a warrior, which is basically what Ravan is right now. No one is playing him damage from the jungle, everyone is playing him tank from solo, and so not only do you have to beat through over 4000 max health when factoring in the passive health shield, you also have to play around him completely immuning anything you throw at him while damaging you back and continuing to chase with increased movement speed. Oh, but at least we put in a mitigation cap, right? We're not in the sigil meta from 10.2, right boys? God, imagine a 4000 HP Ravan running into your backline with mitigation. Oh. Yep, this ability provides a 40% damage swing for 5 seconds, with him taking 30% less and you taking 10% more, which by the way will also boost Pribwin damage, Spikes damage, Glad Shield damage, Arc Druid damage, Bluestone damage, all that shit. The only redeeming quality of this ult is that it starts on a 110 second cooldown, but that is 1000% justified given how insane this ability is. Honestly, the fact that they buffed this guy in 10.6 is already insanity to me, but it really shows how out of touch the devs are at times when they take an entire month to release a bonus update, and then nerf Guan Yu, who's seen almost no play, and leave Ravan completely untouched. In my opinion, he is uncontested the best god in the game at the moment, and Pribwin is uncontested the best item in the game too. Yet in this bonus update that is supposed to address balance problems like these before a main patch, they instead nerf Guan Yu and Flameforged Hammer, both of which see almost no play and let Ravan and Pribwin get off scot-free. They must have a shield fetish over at Hi-Res or something, like what the actual fuck is going on right now? The combination of a 27% health shield, which basically makes Ravan, an assassin, have a higher base health pool than Yumiya, the fucking immobile frost giant guardian, while Ravan also has 2 movement speed boosts in his kit, complete immunity to everything on command on an 8.4 second cooldown with max CDR, a giant fucking leap, 30% damage mitigation, a 5.4 second cooldown strong slow that lasts 2.5 seconds itself, meaning you're basically slowed for half the time you're fighting this guy, and when you're not slowed you're probably routed by his 3, like this is just ridiculous. I can honestly live with the fact that they gave these buffs in 10.6 if they just admitted they fucked up and reverted it in the bonus patch, but not only did they not do that, they left him completely untouched and nerfed random garbage that no one uses. If we don't see a revert and maybe even another nerf to Ravan in 10.7, I think my head will explode like I'm in the boys, because this is just fucking ridiculous. He's impossible to beat in lane because he just stacks up a 27% health shield in a few seconds on the wave and any poke you throw at him does literally nothing, and he's impossible to escape from or peel in late game teamfights due to his insane mobility and complete immunity to everything on 8.4 second cooldown. There is no stage in this game that Ravan is fun to fight against right now, it's just misery for all involved. For the love of Shiva, Hi-Res, fix this shit in 10.7.